Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. That quote was written by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and it was said inside of this book. And I thought, what a great way to kick off the review, to catch everybody's attention. And so that I could tell you before we kick things off that this book will help bring more light and more love into your life so that you can banish the darkness and banish the hatred and live in a better space. This book gives you the permission to glow. Well, Book Thinkers family, today I am reviewing The Permission to Glow by author Kristoffer Carter, and the subtitle reads, A Spiritual Guide to Epic Leadership. I met author Kristoffer Carter a couple of weeks ago on Zoom, and we had a killer conversation. It was electric, the vibe was right, and I can tell how much he cares about positively impacting as many people as possible through the years of research that he's done in the personal development space and all the coaching that he's done. He's a pretty smart guy. This book teaches 4 permissions to the reader. The first is the permission to chill. The second is the permission to feel all the feels, which is what I needed the most help with. Permission number 3 is the permission to glow in the dark, and permission number 4 is the permission to glow in the light. All 4 of these permissions could use their own book, right? But Kristoffer does a great job at teaching you exactly what you need to do to get the ball rolling and to get into that mode of consistency that is so important. Who is Kristoffer Carter? I told you that I met him and that he studies personal development, but let me read you something from the beginning of this book that describes what he does for organizations. Specifically, it's pretty cool. Kristoffer says, if I have a formal business plan, it's to build Trojan horses. But what's inside isn't some plodding violent force. I wheel coaching and meditation up to the gates of organizations. What I'm hoping they discover inside that decoy are compassionate insight and self-discipline. What people long for, yet aren't sure how to ask for. As a coach, I help expand the consciousness of leaders. And as a meditation teacher, I help organizations ground into the expanding consciousness of the planet. That's pretty cool. He is a Trojan horse builder. That is a really cool business title and business card. And I can really see after reading the book how true it is that so many big organizations, they need the self-discipline and the compassion. But how do you ask for that? How do you learn those things? It's kind of a tough thing to teach. This book does a really nice job at doing that. So in the first permission to chill, Kristoffer talks a lot about meditation. I shared this quote the other day on a reel as I was sitting out over the sunrise, and it reads like this. Meditation strengthens the muscle of our meta-attention, allowing us to get back to being and off the hamster wheel of doing. I go back and forth with this. I've been meditating on and off for about 5 years now, and sometimes I'm able to step away and look at my life from a third-party perspective, which is very useful, right? You're working on your life instead of in it. But then I get kind of dragged back into the day-to-day chaos of work and reality and relationships and everything like that, and you get stuck in that mode of doing instead of being. So Kristoffer teaches meditation really in this chapter. That's the biggest permission to chill. It's the most effective way to make it happen. And meditation, just like everything else in the US, it sometimes gets a little bit confusing. We overanalyze it. No, you don't need any fancy apps. No, you don't need to go to a retreat in Costa Rica, unless Kristoffer's hosting it, then you should. You can just kind of sit there and focus on your breath. That's really all it is, the return to breath. And Kristoffer says that it took him 5 years to get to a place where he was meditating consistently, which is kind of where I am today. And then another 5 years to get that up to an hour a day. Do you need to start with an hour a day? No, you don't. But you do need to start with some sort of consistent practice, even 5 minutes a day. That's 35 minutes a week. No, it's not going to completely change your life, but it will give you the foundation to move forward, and it will give you that permission to chill. Most people are not even chilling for a couple of minutes a week. So 35 is a big step in the right direction. I really enjoyed this section of the book. It reminded me of how much meditation has done for me. That ability to step out, that meta attention piece. And it also gives me more time when an input enters my brain before I react. And that's also been really important for me. So the second permission is to feel all the feels. And there was a section in that about gratitude. And I wanted to share that with everybody as well, because gratitude has been so important in my life. I decided to wear one of my most chill shirts. It's like a beach shirt. It's a nice color blue. It's got like some beads on it and everything. And I'm just grateful for the ability to chill, but also when I'm wearing clothes like this, I have the permission to feel all the feels as well. So anyway, here's the quote. It says, "It's not possible to feel hatred and gratitude at the same time." Wow, that's powerful. I learned years ago now that it's not happy people that are grateful, but it's grateful people that are happy. You need to give yourself permission to feel gratitude. It matters so much to me that I actually have the numbers 1, 2, and 3 tattooed on my wrist. Every day I focus on 3 things that I'm grateful for. And so go through this second permission in the book, learn a little bit more about some of the other emotions. I mean, suppressing an emotion is one of the easiest way to sabotage yourself. That's something that Kristoffer says in the book that I think I'll be repeating a lot moving forward. And I also learned kind of how anxiety and excitement have the same kind of root thing, which is uncertainty. And by focusing on your breath, you can redirect it. Like, there's magic inside of this book. And I definitely hope that, that you check it out. And so, you know, there are tons and tons of other things that I could talk about in this. I've been trying to do shorter book reviews. So I hope you found some value in what I talked about today so far. Permission to glow. Look at all my little stickers here. Reach out to Kristoffer. He's super responsive. Follow his content. He's got a page dedicated specifically to this book where you can learn more and more about it and over time kind of make a decision as well. But I hope that this review has encouraged you to grab a copy of the book. Kristoffer's a real one. He's not trying to pull anything over you. He's not trying to do this as a money grab. He wrote this book to help people, and it comes across in a really genuine way. I love the book. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and go read something. Bye.